hello, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. We have a traumatized baby today. I can feel it. I can feel some very, very distressed, burdened energy out there that is not mine, but boy, am I ever picking it up. So I did tap into it. And so we're going to start off with some channeled messages, and then we are going to get into a reading to see if we can get any more specific details. I tend to start very general with the energy, and then as we go along, it can get more specific, but we'll just see what pops out. So if this message is for you, you right now are in a very bad place, or it feels that way to you. And to be honest with you, it actually is pretty bad. Whoever this is, whoever you are, you might be at or very, very close to rock bottom. What I am feeling right now, and I was feeling it as I was sitting on the couch, it's like a burning, aching, prickling pain right here, like where my neck is meeting my shoulders, just kind of spreading along. It's like just something's gripping me, right? I was comparing it on the clock app to something like just digging their talons just into the muscles, the meat of my neck and back area, and just like squeezing. This is very, very heavy in my heart. Like, this is despair. This is heartache. Whoever you are dealing with not just a broken heart, but all of the broken hearts, all of the times it's happened to you, all of the times you've experienced it. Perhaps you're someone who tends to just, I'm fine. Nothing affects me. I've got this. I really think you are this type of person. You might not even register how heavy the weight is that you are allowing yourself to carry until you are literally, you need to go into the hospital. It's so bad. And what I'm wanting to do is like speed up, like I want to, like it just feels like very, very frantic, panicked, trapped, that no matter where you're going to turn, it's not going to work out. And what I really want you to understand, if you are feeling that way, that is not true. I know likely your past experiences are giving you a lot of evidence for why nothing is going to help you and nothing is going to work out. I am telling you, it's not true. Is it an easy process to come out of stuff like this? No, but I promise you, it is possible as long as you are being consistent and patient with yourself. And this I feel like is going to be the really big sticking point for a lot of you. You are admitting to yourself that you need help, and you are actually asking for it from the appropriate sources. This does not feel like something that like your good Judy is going to be able to help you through. Not entirely anyway. Like if you have friends and family for immediate support, like yeah, of course, like they can give you maybe like a place to stay, a couch to sleep on, maybe some money or whatever, but they are not going to be able to guide you through what is really going on with you, just from my perception of this. This is feeling like to me, like the biggest deal is that some of this is reality, some of this is like a problem and a burden that you need to be accountable for. But most of what's feeling overwhelming to you is you taking on other people's burdens, other people's problems. Even if they haven't asked you to do it, you still do it. Somebody might have told you to your face, hey, this isn't for you to take on, and you just kind of sidelined it and you took it on anyway. You can't take on everybody else's problems plus your own. I don't care how strong you think you are, you will harm yourself doing this. And I just want to go over some of the thoughts that I was getting with this energy. I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I ruin everything I touch. I plan and I plan and I plan, and yet I always still end up screwed. If this is you, I can't tell you specifically why you feel like things never work out for you, But part of this is because you're trying to work out things that are not for you to work out. You're probably someone who prides themselves in their ability to strategize, your ability to maybe manage, to move things around. Maybe the more people who you feel like you're doing this for, it makes you feel important in some way. Or you are, in fact, energetically dependent on people needing you. In the short term, it tends to maybe be okay. Once we start looking at a timeline of years, depending on how tough you are mentally, willpower-wise, and I'm getting you're a pretty tough person, it does not matter. It will drag you down. And yes, this can cause like explosions or implosions, because typically the person who's trying to fix everything, they're doing it, like the intention is actually good, but what people who are doing this actually are doing is trying to control people. They are trying to control everyone in their lives, not actually to help them, but to make themselves feel safe. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work because we're not in control. So when things inevitably spiral out of control, it's like this awful feeling for you, I'm sure. Just this very triggering, probably, I would guess at the very like nadir ground zero of this, these are like PTSD type of effects. Like you're having flashbacks, everything's spiraling out, like you just really, it's just bad. It's just real bad. And probably you are the type of person who, no matter how bad it gets, you've got a very, very stoic exterior. And despite all of this, you are still carrying on with your day-to-day, and to an outside or an external person, it's going to look like nothing's wrong with you. It's about to go down, whatever it is, unless it's released on its own. What I would suggest you do is to take a mental inventory, everyone that you're connected to, friends, family, work, whoever. And this should even be people who maybe you're only connected to via your memories, because it could be even there as well. You have memories of people that you just felt you couldn't save, right? You have memories of people that you feel you have personally failed, maybe lives that you have ruined. If there's anyone who you remember who your perception of them is their life is ruined because of something you did, let me just go ahead and tell you something. You're not that important. You're not that important. And I know that probably sounds really mean. You are obviously important to the people around you, but when it comes to the course of someone's life, no one is that important at all, period. The way someone's life has turned out is not your fault at all. I don't care what you did. Maybe you were an abusive person in the past. I don't know. What I do know is you cannot control someone's life that way. No matter how badly you hurt them, I promise you, you cannot. Because a lot of people have done a lot of things to me since I was very, very young. My life is good. Did I have to work through stuff? Yes. Did anybody ruin my life? No. If there is anyone in your life, your physical life currently right now, who's telling you anything about you ruined my life and you did this to me and you did that, it's time to exit. It is time to take the audit of your network and really be accountable and evaluate over what dynamics that you're having with people. Because I guarantee you, some of these people have not asked you to do what it is you're currently doing for them, and you need to be real with yourself about that and put it down. For anyone who is in your physical environment that is you're carrying on with like this, you need to have a discussion with them when you are on an even keel enough to do so. Some of you are, some of you aren't. Don't like go riding because I got, the panic, like go really fast energy. That's really not how you want to approach things unless you want it to blow up, blow up. So if you are someone who prides themselves on their planning and their strategy, we are going to use that in the best way possible for you by focusing on you first. Where you are emotionally, where you are mentally and physically. And so if anything needs to be stabilized there, prioritize yourself. When that is where it needs to be, then we start having the conversations with people. And depending on who these people are, if they're family, if they're friends, people who have been in your life for a long time, this is going to be a process. This is nothing that you need to feel panicked over, that it needs to be done like right now. You're fine. Like, I know you're not fine, but I promise you, you're fine. It is going to be handled. You have time. These are just memories of these people that you have in your life. You're going to call them up in your mind, and you need to start telling them, I care about you and I love you. However, I cannot take this on anymore. I cannot fix this. This is not within my power. And just doing that exercise mentally might be tough for you, because I'm really getting you really want it to be in your power so bad. So bad. That's why it's so hard to let go of, because it's likely you're thinking that because you can't do this, that it's a deficiency in you. No, it is not a deficiency at all. It is the most type of fragile, wounded people who believe that strength comes from control. Strength, real strength and resiliency comes with the strength to admit when something is beyond us. And we need to ask for help and assistance from the community. Being vulnerable takes a lot of inner resolve and self-worth and really wonderful sort of power. You are powerful. You are wonderfully strong and resilient, but right now the way you're channeling your energy is not working for you. It's not conducive. And I want you to think about that. Think about all the burdens you're carrying right now, how much you're able to carry and keep your life the way you've been keeping it. And now I want you to imagine you taking all of that back, releasing all of those burdens, and that massive amount of energy that you now have, you can push into yourself, your own fulfillment, and the creation of the life that you really prefer. All of this stuff is holding you back, and it is not your responsibility. And anyone who is attempting to make it your responsibility is not someone that you need to associate with right now. I don't care who they are. Could be your mom. We need distance from mom if that's the case. I'm not saying you just cut her off entirely, but healthy distance. You need to be able to lay down the law. You may feel like you're laying down the law now with all the control. No, that's sideways energy. That will blow up in your face. The way you lay down the law is you look directly at someone and you say, no, I'm sorry, I love you, but no. And you don't waver on that. So yeah, start calling it up in your mind, start sending loving energy to people, start releasing them within your own mental space if you are not within the place right now to be able to do that physically. Now that all the channeled messages are out, let's see if the cards back me up. Let's see if this is maybe more just your perception than reality. Because the thing is, you might just be in a headspace where things are looking really dire to you. You're making a mountain out of a molehill, and really, things might not be that bad. Oh, look. I don't know, y'all. Things may not be that bad, or you're coming out of this. Whatever this is, whatever I just channeled, maybe it's past energy for you. You are good. Whoop, 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 whoop. Too much. Or at least what I'm telling you is, oh, what's this? All right, I'm going to hold up these cards for you, all right? One at a time. We're going to get general. What's actually around you is guidance, support, healing, love. You are actually within an oasis right now. There is active support around you. There are likely people around you who, if you just said something, they would give you exactly what you needed. It's right here. Both of these things are here within your environment. You want to know what's also in your environment? This. In case you can't see that, the devil, the burden. And right now what it's looking like is this is headspace stuff, but it also looks like it's getting reinforced by something. So what I want you to take from this at the moment is that there is a way out of this. There absolutely is. Whatever is going on with you right now, there's a way out. And it's right in front of your face. But there is also something in your environment, which might just be your mentality, but it might be some influences that need the boot. So we want to turn towards this, turn away from this. So I want to see, who's this devil? What's going on here? They're gonna snitch. They might snitch on you. Who is this devil? Who or what is this devil? Who or what is this devil who is just harassing my poor baby here? We can't have this. We can't have this harassment. It's looking like they're snitching on you, perhaps. You are potentially trying to do things here that are not in your best interest. Whatever you think you know, you likely don't. Is this? No, I'm getting a no on that. You likely don't know. You think you know, you don't have a clue. These are relationships that are happening right now from your past. You viewed them this way. You viewed them this way. It looked very sweet and innocent to you. Screwed up, manipulative, backstabbing. What I'm getting from this is I've got what's mine. Is that you? Or is this someone who you thought you wanted in your life who turned out to be the devil? Only you can answer that. Let's look first at this magician. What is this magician? What did you think here? What did you think you were creating? Or why did you want this? Why did they want this? What's going on here? What's going on with this magician? Who are they? What's their mentality? Who is? The magician was someone who thought they'd thought it all out. It was in balance, but you know what I'm seeing here? Maybe, on the one hand, there was something in your life that was actually very soothing for you. But there was something else that was maybe a little bit more tempting and fiery. And look what this person's doing. They're taking from what was actually good for them, and they're feeding the fire. Because I'm not really getting great energy off of that temperance card or that magician. But I'm getting the sense that you thought you were doing the right thing. Yeah, you thought this was a good thing. You thought this was like more or an increase of what you had. You thought, I know what's up. This is my fortune. This is everything that I want, this particular thing. So who is this person that you offered this cup to? Who did you offer your love to? Who is it? Who is it? Or how did they present? Ah, there they are. The exact same card. I've got what's mine. You gave something to someone you thought was innocent. They were out for blood. Maybe your blood, maybe someone else's blood. Who knows? I'm getting someone else's. You were a pawn. What's up with this person? Someone who presented themselves at least as the Queen of Pentacles. Someone who maybe you thought was very nurturing, wealthy, abundant. You see that peacock in the background? They're very vain. They're very vain. They're going to want to get things around them that like boost them in some way. It's for their own self-interest. It's not really about anybody else. Yeah, this person, who they really are, they are not the Queen of Pentacles. They're a player. They perhaps were unfaithful. It's infidelity, in and out energy, drama. What I am getting is that is not the Queen of Pentacles. That is the Queen of Drama. And now their drama is your drama. Doesn't have to be, but that is the influence. And so let's see, can we get a little more about maybe this drama? Can we get anything? What is this? I'm just getting real Machiavellian energy. I don't know why you didn't see this about this person. That fire, that temptation, right? Maybe they're really beautiful. Maybe they're really good in bed. I don't know. But it looks like this person got to you by selling you a hope and a dream. So whatever you're vulnerable to, if that's wealth, if it's beauty, if it's sexuality, if it's pleasure, you're going to need to evaluate on that, because if you don't want this to happen again, you need to get real honest about yourself. Like, review the tapes, right? Like, whenever I go through something that I'm like, oh, that wasn't great. What happened there? I can't control other people, but I always review the tapes to say, what did I miss? How did I feed into this? Like, what did I allow here? What did I participate in? Because it's never just someone doing something to us. It's a dynamic. There is usually something that we've contributed consciously or unconsciously. This person's possessive. This person's possessive. Maybe they only want you to hang out with who, like, they think are the right people. I don't know. But this person, like, does not want you to get away in some way, or they don't want you. They might be trying to prevent you from getting to that. You know what? If you notice that there are people in your life who every single time you try to do something good for yourself, all of a sudden, someone's sick or something's blowing up somewhere. Oh my God, we just need your help. What are we going to do without you? It is a lie. It is a lie. There's nothing going on, nothing that that person can't handle. They have either consciously or unconsciously created it because they want you right where you are, which is in their control. That's why you need to cut them off. I'm getting spicy, I'm sorry. It looks like this person will do whatever it takes to prevent you from changing your fate and experiencing the real cup. I'm getting yes, okay. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, like that's kind of wild. Like, you know what I mean? Anybody who's in that kind of energy with you is someone you need to start looking at, knocking it out. All right. So now that we've looked at what's not working, you've got way more here for you that is working, as long as you go toward it. Okay, so let's look at this star. What or who is this star? Yeah, walking away. We're gonna see that person there. We're walking the other way. See that person there. We're walking the other way. I know it's tough, but what you're gonna be wanting to look at doing is chalk it up as the loss, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like this is pretty bad. You have learned this is gonna be the worst thing to hear right now, I know, but I'm gonna tell you. This experience, whatever it is, once you get out of it, you're going to have learned some very valuable things about yourself and other people, as long as you allow that to go down. This does not ever have to happen for you again. It absolutely doesn't. Yeah, you're gonna have to essentially review the tapes. Walk away, review the tapes. What else do we have here? What is this healing? What is this oasis? There's someone around you. If this is not you, if this is not your inner resources, there is someone around you. It could be someone in your physical environment, someone who you remember, or someone you even watch online who is actually the person who can help you or give advice. You'll know this person. Like, they might be another reader. They might be an intuitive. What I'm getting is, like, I don't believe in that, but I don't know why you wouldn't believe in that. And then maybe you're watching this channel. Regardless, there's someone in your environment in some sort of way who would be a good person for you to listen to. How will they know this person besides that they're intuitive, they're kind, they're loving, they're in touch with their emotions, very nurturing? Yeah, I don't believe in this. This is someone who has very good judgment. And what I'm getting from this is that this, let me just check. Okay, they're saying yes. This is someone who sounded the alarm for you. It might have been multiple, because I'm looking at multiple people here. I don't know. But this is someone in particular who told you, either before it happened or while it was going on, hey, this person isn't it. You're walking into some shit here. And it is likely you ignored that. And I'm thinking this probably came from multiple individuals. So the way you know what to get rid of and what to go toward, the people who warned you, who you ignored, go towards them if they are in your physical environment. If they're not in your physical environment for whatever reasons, whatever they told you still applies now. So pay attention and implement it now. And for whoever guided you against this person or these people, that's the devil, okay? Like, I don't care. Those people, even if they are your friends, your family, whoever told you to ignore this, or who maybe said, like, oh, that person's just crazy. Oh, that person's out of their mind. Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. They led you down the primrose path, okay? And it's likely when you heard what you needed to hear from these people who actually cared about you, you got mad about it. You did think, oh, I know every, like, you are a very smart person. I get that. You're very smart, you're very strong, you're very resilient. There are some things that we are too close to see, that really understand how to prey on our vulnerabilities. And if you are someone who believes they have no vulnerabilities, you are wrong. And if that was the thing that someone told you that you did not want to hear, just look at the result, okay? No one who cares about you when you come back to them or, whatever, is going to go, told you so. Or if they do, then that is also the devil. Knock them right out of your life, even if they did give you good advice. That's how you know. That's how you know. Anything else about how to recognize these people? They're saying no. Let's move on from that. We've got everything we need to know right here. So what is this Ace of Wands? This is going to be actionable stuff, okay? Like, that was all self-reflective stuff. What action? Okay, yeah, like I said, you don't have to rush. Whatever action you take, let it be well thought out. Let it be fairly methodical. You're good at that. Get into your patience. This one's going to be hard for you. Get into your self-compassion, because it happens to us all, typically. Until we learn what to look out for. So if you're feeling shame, if you're feeling like, I'm such a stupid idiot and I messed it all up, and blah, 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 that's not helping you either. That is the devil, the literal devil from the literal Bible. Don't listen to that if it's in your head, okay? Just be like, Leg, I'm not God. I'm not God. Life's to us all. And I promise you, you're going to bounce back from this. Not only are you going to bounce back from this, you are going to come back 80 times better, 100 times better than what it was before. I'm going to look at that. Before we get out of here, like we're looking at stuff that's going on now, I'm going to look at what's coming for you. Because I have a sense that once you get through all this muck, things are going to be looking a heck of a lot brighter for you if you listen. If you listen to other people who actually give a damn about you and aren't just feeding whatever little egotistical things that you're very, very invested in for whatever reason. I'm not saying you're the only one. I get bamboozled too if I'm not paying attention. I absolutely do. Yeah, there's no way around it. This is going to be painful, what you're working through. But the world is before you, all right? So actionable, be careful, be considered, be slow, don't rush. Yes, it will be painful. Yes, there are going to be things that you need to confront and really take an honest look at. It's going to free you, okay? So now let's take, do I need another deck? They're saying yes, let me get another deck, fresh deck. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at, with some different clarifiers here, maybe what's coming up in your short term, well, that's kind of the future that we're looking at there. What can we expect here? What's going on? Huh? Let's go, what's going on in the future here? Maybe the distant future. Interesting. You know what it's looking like? Is through this process, you really are going to learn what's for you and what's not. And you're going to knock out what's not for you, and you're going to defend what's actually for you. And you want to know what's behind you on this mound? The real queen and the real king. These sorts of relationships, now these can be romantic relationships, these can also just be friendships, co-worker dynamics, whatever. But this queen and this king are in good energy. This queen, this fire that she has is passion. It's not lust. It's not something that's burning out of control. She's confident, she's beautiful, she knows it. She's gonna tell you what's what, but she's soft. She's a predator, but she's also gonna curl up in your lap. She's not gonna pounce on you when you're least expecting it, right? As long as you're treating her well. Like, I don't know, she might be a little zesty with you. This is a more controlled type of passion. She's the lioness, right? She's gonna be very, very protective of you. She's going to be channeling her energy into herself first, but then also into you and, your projects or whatever it is. It's very, very equal give and take. And then there's this, which I'm thinking is more you, regardless if you're man, woman, it doesn't matter. If you're resonating with the message, you're resonating with the message. You're going to be using your strengths, because your strengths are strategy. It is a certain type of control, but it needs to come into balance with the people who are most going to be interested in helping you do that, because they want you to be a success. Not because they want to hold on to you and make sure you don't go anywhere and what you have is mine and like, no one, you're never going to be anything without me. No. The people who you want to surround yourself with are maybe fiery, passionate people, but their main concern is seeing you happy, you having the success you want, you achieving the life of your preference. If they're not doing that, I mean, sometimes people will get a little jealous. Like, we forgive here and there the foible. I'm talking about chronically and consistently. That's what you're looking for. That is the dynamic. And when you can find it, and you are, this is what's going on for you. When you find that, you are absolutely going to recognize it and defend it from anyone who's going to try and tell you something different than what you now know to be true. Now you know it's true. Before someone was telling you it was true, now you know. So what's this defense? Can we get any more specifics on what's going on in this poor baby? You probably hate that, actually, that I'm calling you baby. All right. You're a big, strong man. You are, okay? You are. You're just skinned your knee. Whoops. You skinned your knee. Oh. You're going to remember this. You're going to remember this, but you're going to be a lot wiser and a lot wealthier for it. And you're going to remember this when these challenges come up again. Because I'm getting like, I remember what you did. I remember what you said. And I remember what happened. I remember this. You see the two behind them that he ignored or she ignored? There they are. Just turn around. It's right there. Remember what you said. I remember what happened. I know what's valuable now. I'm aware. So you can't pull the fast ones on me anymore. Sorry. I'm strong. I've got it. Whatever it is that was actually valuable to you, you will have it again. It might not be with like any specific person or circumstance or job that you were thinking of, but you will have it in whatever form it's going to take on for you in the future. So let me get some details about this Queen of Wands. Who is this? Is this a specific person to you? Is this more of a dynamic? Who's this Queen of Wands? Who are they? Because, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I get into, like, he, she, and stuff like that. I'm pretty heterocentric. But rearrange it. You know who you are in this situation. All right, what? Whoop, someone you have in mind. Either someone specific or an archetype of a person that you have in mind. You know that they're your partner. You know. And you want to tell them, I'm getting an on that. Let me just, as your attorney, I would like to advise you. Actually, we'll wait. Okay, we'll wait. We're going to look at that in a second. Let me look at you in the future, because it's looking like the King of Swords is sending the Knight of Swords to tell somebody something. But let me just look at this King of Swords first. Let's see where you are. Woo! The King of Wands as well. It's a match, right? The King of Wands is heading towards the Queen of Wands, but in like the good timeline, right? We're in the bad timeline now. We're in the Black Lodge. We're going towards the White Lodge. If we persist, let's see, what's going on with this King of Swords, who has also tempered his passions, or their passions. I should start getting into they. I'm so sorry. Because I don't know how many men actually watch tarot of their own accord, unless they are readers themselves. I'm quite enjoying how many men are getting into the space and reading the cards and doing tarot. I love, like, it's so nice to see, like, I'm going to say heterosexual men, because our femme men, they were already here, but I'm seeing way more masculine heterosexual men getting involved, and I adore it. Keep going, guys. We need more of that in the space. It's too femme-centric, in my opinion. It's also too het-centric. So keep it coming. What's going on with this King of Wands, this one? Oh, you know who the real Queen of Pentacles is. Oh, just so cute. What did I tell you? I told you things were going to look bright. Would you stop? Whatever's going on right now, if you are in the depths of despair right now, I'm telling you, it's gonna be okay. But like, we need to maybe keep that vague. I'm gonna look, because I see your intentions here and I see that they're good. Yeah, you want major change here. You want to like reverse something, like a death to your former life, I'm hearing. Yeah, you're changing fate. You want to change fate with whoever or whatever this is. However, I just want to take a look a bit more at this person, because it's really seeming like this is a specific person. And how are they feeling about... This is someone who's very traditional. This is someone who, they might have a lot of passion, but they're either like religious. If they're like esoteric type spiritual, they're not airy-fairy about it. Like, this is a disciplined person. This is a no-nonsense person. This isn't a person you can pull any fast ones on. They'll know, and they're going to tell you to your face too. This is someone who's very knowledgeable, and they share their knowledge. This person might tend to get up their own ass. They might be a little bit of an insufferable know-it-all, okay? So what's going on? Hey, but you can both be insufferable know-it-alls together. You're both just a bunch of asses. Don't blame me. That came directly from God. What's going on with this person? How are they going to take this? It feels like they have strong boundaries up. Not going to lie. But they care. This person cares. They recognize you. But you see how that, like, I don't know if you can tell, that guardian up there, I'm telling you right now, this person is spiritually protected. I don't care if you believe in that or not. They're not going to have nonsense. And yeah, they're the Queen of Cups. If this was someone you didn't listen to in the past, you fucked up. Can we get how this person is... I'm getting they're not having you. I don't know. How is this person? Oh. Yeah. How this person currently feels about you, I am so sorry to tell you this. They feel you are the death of joy. You kill joy. You kill happiness. That is what you do with that. Yeah, okay, so that mentality, everything I touch, I ruin. I'm not gonna look at that. Let's try this. What came out was the Six of Pentacles, so it's either what they're looking for is an equal give and take. It came out in reversed, and I don't normally take reversals, but what they may have thought of you was that you were stingy. You're withholding, you think you're better than everybody. Yeah. You're a tyrant, is what they think. A thief of joy, set in their ways, not budging, immovable, talking to a brick wall. That is how this person feels about you in the moment. And it's likely how they will feel when you come in. Just so you're aware, if this is a specific person, how will things develop with this person? How will things develop with this person? It looks like this person's got something to say about what you have something to say. Like, I'm seeing a lot of swords going on here. You got something to say? Guess what? I got something to say. And you might not want to hear that if you didn't want to hear it before, all right? So think about that. How will things develop with this person if you choose to engage with them? Because remember, you don't. You're gonna. What I want you to be aware of is you're gonna have your happiness no matter what, as long as you're consistent. You do not need to persist with a specific person, all right? Your happiness, your success is not tied up in a single individual or circumstance, whatever. So your best option here, if you can put up with it, it is likely that you will experience some type of reconciliation or resolution with this person. You can reclaim something here that's not going to be super easy peasy for you. Because this is the Queen of Swords. Like, you're the King of Swords, you're dealing with the Queen of Swords, okay? Whoever you think you can control, you cannot control this person. They are showing up as the Queen of Wands. You know them to be the true Queen of Pentacles. They're the Queen of Swords, and they're the Queen of Cups. The only thing that's not out is the Empress. But we already have the Emperor and all of the Queens. You cannot fuck with this person because this person is your match. At least in this form. That does not mean that you do not have other matches. And it is likely that if you go towards another energetic match in this form, whatever way that you would need to approach this past person, if it is a past person, is the exact way you would need to approach any new people that are embodying the same energy. Okay? Be as your attorney. If you want to approach a past person and experience some form of reconciliation, you are of course free to do that. However, you do not have to do that. You are not bound by that. Whatever lessons you learn through this process, your path of least resistance may be just taking what you know now and how you should actually approach people and the appropriate people to approach, and just approach them instead of trying to go backward and maybe working through more muck than is maybe necessary. Keep it in mind. You will make your decisions. It's looking like either way, it is going to work out for you. So I want you to keep that in mind. Every time you think there's nothing I can do, I'm trapped, this is all going on, it will work out. As long as you listen, as long as you're consistent, as long as you can be humble and hear people when they are caring about you and are trying to tell you something that is looking to prevent all of this. Because what's the worst about this? I'm here and hit him with it. This was preventable. You didn't have to go through this. Nobody who was affected by this had to go through this. You made a choice not to listen. And here it is. You can do better. It's all in your future. I see it. I believe in you.